Howdy folks, General back to you. Gonna show you a tool. Uh, Back before I got very upset with the internet and was fixing to leave it all together, I deleted almost 500 videos. And I had uh, this particular one as one of those videos that I deleted. And I don't have any of the footage left of that. I was leaving the internet totally. And I thought better of it, and I figured, well, I've got to leave some of my knowledge here so when I croak, it all won't go back to the earth. So this particular tool, now I just showed you this thing, but I brought it in here to use it as a prop, if you will. Here it is. Here is just something other to use. Say, now we're talking about tie wrapping now. I'm an old electrician. And if you've got a bundle of wires, I'm talking about a bundle of wires that big around, cabling, 775, 24 stuff, 4-aught, 2-aught, bunch of 8 stuff, 6, 4, whole bunch of 12s and 14s, and all of them individual wires, say, each one of them with their own label, and they're back in a trough, vertical trough. If you've ever tried to fish a tie wrap back around behind all that mess, and you're poking around trying to get the end to come back around to you and all that, it's a pain in the butt. So I came up with a thing here. I'm going to show you how to make it. That's the whole tool now. I'm going to show you about a tie wrap bag too. If you've ever seen a tie wrap bag, somebody will open it on top, and that's fine and dandy till they lay it down, and then somebody bumps it or something other, and there's tie wraps all over the floor. Somebody comes along, steps on them, and they're like a ice skate, and they bust their butt. They might hurt themselves. All right. Make you a squiggly line on the front of right in the middle, where it can't go down that far, can't go up this far. This squiggly line, and then take your box cutter and split that right there. Then reach in there just like getting Kleenex and just pull it out. It can't, nothing can go anywhere else. If you need to put it back in there, put it back in there. No problem. Okay? All right. That's one little old thing. I started that about 40 years ago. But if you're trying to get back in there, well, it wants to keep going farther in the cabinet, and you'd be hard pressed to get that thing because your bundle of wires is up here getting around behind it. But you take that right there, give that a little bend, put that back around behind your bundle, and stick that tip of that tie wrap in that hole and pull it back around to you. There it is. Now that's simple as falling off a log, but it ain't out there. Nowhere. One of these cotton pickers needs to be in everybody's pouch. All right? All right, now I'm going to show you how to make it. Now, I don't know where these wire coat hangers came from, but they're vinyl coated. And you can't ask for a better something other to make these things with. So straighten that coat hanger out. I know I'm not talking to you much, but you're seeing what I'm doing. All right, this other one, evidently there's a little bit too much moisture in there. I'm going to have to soak that in a WD-40. All right, now here's what you do. About that much. Now this is just, I've made so many of these things. Get you about 5/8 of an inch on your pliers. Bend that over to 90. Put your pliers in there like that. Bend that over to 90. Line your pliers up to the end of that. Bend that over to 90. Get that. Bend that over about a 45. Come in the middle of that and bend that back. That's your working end right there. You want it flat. This area in here is about 1/4 inch. This area in here is about 3/4, 5/8 to 3/4. That'll take care of your medium, large, and extra large tie wraps, or zip ties. Tie wraps, zip ties. Same difference, is just a different terminology for it. And if you got those real wide ones, this area in here will have to be wider. Okay? All right. Come down about 3/4 of an inch from this bend right here. Tweak it just a little bit like that. Now that's your working end. Now it depends on how big a bundle you got, where it's at. If it's real deep, it's big, wide, make this longer, because you want if you've got a bundle that big around, say 4 or 5 inches, then you want to get that, just put your thumb up there and just give it a little radius like that. That way you can stick this back in the cabinet and around behind the bundle and behind the wire looms that you're tie wrapping it to. So when this right here comes out on the other side, it's back in a hole now. You'll see that white area show up. Okay? You just take your Tyrap, stick in that hole. Okay? Once you do, I have to put that around there to show you. See, this is your bundle. Pull that on out like that. Then reach and get it. See, it brings it right to you. So I'm going to show you how to make one that you need to keep in your pouch. I used to make these where I used to work before I retired. I'd make them out of a 1/16 6013 or 6012 welding rod. I'd knock all the flux off of it. And that length is the perfect length for one of these. You want to bend your circle out here. And then bend this over like that. Cut that off. Where you got that right there. And put it in your pliers and squeeze it down. Like that right there. Like I say, I've made so many of these things. If you can find it that's got the vinyl on it, great. Use that. If you've got some spaghetti, some heat shrink spaghetti that you can put on a wire coat hanger, do that. And if you don't have white, that's fine too, but you need to get you a white out pen. I use Jot, Dollar Tree stuff. And the part that's towards you, see this right here, how it cups like it, this right here is going to be towards you. So you paint what you can see right here white. You don't have to paint anything else white, just that right there. Not even on the back side of it. You're not going to see the back side, just the front. That way, when you look back up in a hole, see how bright that is up against my black shirt? Okay, you can see that just fine back up in a hole where you can put that Tyrap through that hole. See? You're out here doing it. But you can be able to see that white spot back in that dark area. And this is the whole tool right here. Give you an idea how long that is. Okay. These are 6-inch calipers. So that's about, right at 8 inches tip to tip. One of these needs to be in everybody's toolbox. Or, not toolbox, but tool pouch. Because this is mainly used by electricians. Once I've showed people, it's General, how in the dickens did you get all those Tyraps down through there so pretty? So fast? I held that thing up and they said, what in the H is that? Except they said what the H was. So I showed them how to use it, and I made them one while I was standing there and painted it out. I said, now, let that dry. And go put your name on it with some wire labels, because I guarantee you, if you don't, it'll be in somebody else's pouch, because they'll snatch that up. So that right there needs to be patented, and it needs to be metal wire that can be worked, bent like that, where it'd keep its bend. That way you can thread it back through wire looms back around behind. See, this area out here is where all your bundle is. And this back in here is that's back up in the, see, here's a bundle out here. See where you can see this little eye right here? That's where you put your tie wrap. Carry it like that right there. Put that ring finger through there. You can flip it back up out of the way. Flip it back around and work it. See here? Run it back up out of the way. Flip it back up there. All right. Now somebody take that thing, patent it. And a bunch of you make you one. Like I say, it's 60-12 or 60-13, 1/8, 1/16 welding rod is what I used to make them with. And in later years, I started making them with coat hangers, with the vinyl on it. I've made bukus of those things. And I don't remember where I got those vinyl coated wire coat hangers, because everybody's wanting to go to plastic. Yeah. And you can't beat a coat hanger for oxyacetylene welding. All right. Y'all like and subscribe, hit the bell, make comments. And it's General. I'm out.